It doesn't like something. This video was a lot of fun for me, but I don't know that I've successfully made our battery tender. Can you take a look at what I've done so far, and maybe you electrical magicians can give me some advice? Here's our next one. This was in a scrapper's truck. And I've got it open, and here's the battery. What's interesting about this one is the battery is still showing 12 volts. Take my handy meter and I will show you. Can you see that? You may or may not see that. It's 12 volts showing. So here's the plan. We know this is a 12 volt battery, and we know these two leads are giving us 12 volts. And more than likely this failed because this battery is too weak. Or who knows, maybe something else failed. We're going to find that out. My thinking is I collect these leads off of old jumper packs like this one. And these lesser quality jumper packs, they don't really last. Their batteries fail, and that's why you see all these leads. Buy the good blue one. What is it, the 660? Now, I did some looking around, and I have pairs. That was all organized. I could have been a farmer. But I had these two that were not. This is a perfect fit wire-wise. This is not. We're going to turn this into our positive, and this will remain negative. Negative. Negative, Captain. That's our negative. I said that wrong. This is our negative. Let me flip this over so you can see. So the larger wire is our hot, our positive. Now, I'm not putting a clamp or anything on here. I mean, I think people aren't going to pull it out, but I will. So my solution to that is we'll tie a zip tie on here. And then I'll put tape around this, and that'll prevent it from at least getting yanked out of the carrier by me. I'll bring you back when I have all this tied up. So here's our positive, and here's our negative. There's a zip tie taped there so I can't pull the positive out. That's just something I prefer to do. If this works, we'll probably go back with an electrical clamp in the future ones. I'll just give this away to some poor soul, maybe some fireman or something. So let's put this piece of china back together and plug it in. Okay, that's our unit. What used to be a computer battery backup, stopped working, is now going to be our prototype car battery charger. Probably going to get in trouble from these people about this. They're going to call me in the office the way Google did. Alright, let me plug this in. I've got this marked with red. That's our hot. And you're thinking, you can't do that. You mustn't do that. I can do that. You know why? because this is America. That's where the spirit to invent lives on. Okay, fire in the hole. Let's zoom in and take a look if we've got anything coming out. I believe this thing is smart enough to know there's no battery, so it's not sending any power. Here's our battery tender. That's plugged in, and notice this light is not on. Now I'm going to touch the red to positive, the black to negative, and our tender is beginning to charge. So we're going to do this for a comparison. So our tender is plugged in, and the battery is now getting 10 volts. So tender is giving it 11 volts. Now the big question is how many amps? Well, here's something for us. Negative, positive. We're switched on to volts and amps, and I'm getting no reading. So this was going to be my apples to apples comparison, but this is not picking up. You see we're on amps, and we are charging. See, the light is on. So here we are with our homemade battery tender. Positive, negative, 119 volts. We're missing a volt. Shopcat Industries, I bet, came here and took some of our volts. Alright, let's see what we have for amps coming through. It doesn't like something. Quiet on the set. If you all could explain to me how this works, I'd be much obliged. So we're on amps right now, and we're putting in 0.1, 0.2. Point 0.2 if you hold it. There it is, 0.2. So the other battery was making this little alarm go off. I'm thinking that that was APC telling us that the 12 volt battery doesn't have 12 volts and that your computer isn't protected. This battery has 12 volts. Imagine, this video is already too long. Imagine I'm holding the meter and it's showing 12. So right now this is charging, but is it charging a battery that's already charged, or is it maintaining a battery that's already charged? This is a puzzle that I need your help to figure out. I needed to finish and show you that our green light is on. The red light that said building wiring fault has turned off. The only thing I did there was I touched the extension cord connection, and I think perhaps it didn't have a good ground. This is getting 0.2 amps of charge. It was a 12 volt battery. I believe it's a weak 12 volt battery, but it did show 12 volts, so that's, well, I don't know, it's charging it. And maybe you electrical magicians can give me some advice. Thank you very much. Have a super weekend, everyone.